What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about technical, fundamental, and all the aspect of trading that we need to become a profitable trader. So before I begin this session, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. We have seen there is already there's the news has been released, and we see the market is very volatile. We will be looking for possible entry opportunity in any instrument whenever I will find it, and also we'll be analyzing the chart A to Z to see in fact in what kind of trading opportunity we have. So before I begin the session, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So we'll be begin with, as usual, with gold. This one I mostly look at all the time. So you see that gold, as I mentioned yesterday, it's in a strongly bullish market, and we see that in fact the market is pushing high and high and high. Now it's on 2030 level, and you know that I think gold might be heading. You see that daily candle close. After the daily candle, we saw that there is a big bullish move to the upside. Yesterday, back-to-back 3 days now, gold in bullish move after grabbing liquidity from this level. Gold has a big jump to the upside. Now, as I mentioned in all my analysis, guys, it's the key points here to understand the direction of the trend and then understand the liquidity where it is. Now you saw that from this daily support level, gold has grabbed a good amount of liquidity with this big bullish engulfer, and then has broken to the upside. This kind of trade you will find very few, and whenever it comes, you know, it's a good idea always to take full advantage of it. And if you look at the intraday perspective, we see that gold already has crossed this dodge's low, and again we saw that there is a big bullish move occur to the upside. So you can see that the way the price is moving is aggressively to the upside. The reason, if I go back to monthly, as I mentioned, this price lastly came in March 2022. So this is a very high price, and this is an imbalance in the market. There is, you can see there is a long wick candle, and that zone has not been tested yet. Now the price is hitting, I think that it will cross this 2070 level, and after crossing this 2070 level, we might see that gold breaking to the upside, and then we could see this market in just moving to the upside. Because if the price, you know, reach, let's say, cross 2076, that means 2080 level, it will be historically high, and there was no reference on the top. So we might see, you know, a shooting going to the moon, you know, having a party and then coming back. So we could see that in fact significantly bullish movement to the upside. Now if I look at the weekly, very strongly bullish after back-to-back 2 dodges. And yesterday also I mentioned you guys that I will be only looking for buying opportunities. So far we secured 2 trades on gold. One is here. This is a live trade on YouTube. The other one is here. So when I finished the our New York session yesterday, I was watching for the price section to find an entry, and once I found that on the 5 minutes, I was looking for the best trade in that zone. We have opened and we have closed with profit. Now I'm looking for another entry. We see that there is a big bullish move to the upside. So let the price come down, okay, settle down, let the water settle down, and then we'll fish whenever we'll find it. So make sure before we jump on it, there is a time remaining, there is a news coming up again, we should see a lot of volatility. So make sure, guys, you give a big thumbs up, and also subscribe and stick till the end to see any trade coming up. We'll jump on it. Make sure only that this is only for educational, so keep everything as educational as possible, and make sure that you manage your risk when you open any kind of trading. Don't hesitate to ask me any question in the live chat if you have. I'll try to cover everything Not playing here. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Iga. Hey, thank you very much, Iga. Tabago, good morning, Tabago. Thank you. Hi, Coach Dollar Yen, please. Absolutely, we'll look at it. Definitely went bullish like you predicted, and I took some pips. Amazing. Thank you. Tomodi, awesome. Very good. Okay, so we have seen that quite good movement on gold so far happened. Let's look at if I look at the bigger picture perspective we already have looked at. Now what we saw that gold, this is 15-minute chart, and we have seen there has been significant movement to the upside. Okay, now if I find out that where we can find next trading opportunity, let it pull back to the downside. Okay, now this is 1 hour chart, very strongly bullish market. Okay, the price has formed, you see this is a fake head and shoulder, so you need to be aware of this. There is a fake head and shoulder in that zone on the 1 hour, and you know, many trader might be caught up in that zone seeing this fake head and shoulder. But if you look at the liquidity, you are always a winner. You see that if you look at this 1 hour chart, let me tell you what will give you in fact a big confidence when you are looking at the chart. So instead of, let's say there is a head and shoulder, and now instead of looking at head and shoulder, if you look at this way, you see this is 1 hour chart, and you saw there is a doji has formed with 1 hour, and now this doji on the 1 hour has crossed all these candles low. So there is a lot of liquidity here, and it closed above with the doji, means that there is, you know, huge buying happen here on gold. And if you go to the next one, what we saw that the next one has even, you know, almost all on that point, the next one, and then finally we saw that one candle on the 1 hour has crossed all these low, back to back, 3 1 2 and 3. On the third liquidity gap, we got that point, we got that the move happen. Okay, so let's see what happened. We had another trade that we are running, and I will be keeping eye on gold again in any kind of pullback to the downside. We'll look for potential buying opportunity. There is a big move happen. I think that this market will continue to rise, so let the local structure to break on the lower time frame, then we will jump on a trade whenever opportunity coming in the market. And in the meantime, we will look at other instrument as well. Make sure guys give a big like, don't forget to like the stream. It will really help the stream, as well as you know, you are on the stream, so you will be at the top of the search engine. When you like and subscribe to the channel, you always will be notified whenever new content is being released. So you can see that from the 15 minutes time frame and from the 5 minutes after this is spike, now coming down, let the local structure be broken. You can see that this is a very important previous resistance which turns support. If gold coming down here to test this level, we might find, you know, buying opportunity. We will be looking for potential bullish setup on gold. So let's see the news calendar quickly to see what might be happening. Okay, so looking at the news calendar, so we saw the 10:15 p.m. just now, a couple of minutes earlier released, okay, which is well below the forecast. Okay, well less than the forecast. Forecast was 208k, actual is well less than the forecast. That has given weakness in the dollar and strengthening in Gold, always keep in mind for those who are completely new, gold and dollar always inversely related. So you could see that gold and dollar is moving completely the other way around. So you see that on the from the DXY perspective, there is, you can see there is already significant rejection from the top. So you see DXY has a big drop, and with that rejection we saw that all the instrument, including dollar yen, and we saw that AUD USD probably trying to go up, because in fact at the end of the day we see that if DXY is getting weaker, then all the instrument against USD might be getting stronger. Now AUD USD, I'm looking at this candle is going to close. AUD USD, what I think that you can see this is on a support. AUD USD, we might see that this one also will try to create bullish momentum. So because at the this one also there was a big bullish move, the price has come to the support again, okay, to grab liquidity, and this is a bullish channel on a AUD USD on the daily. If you look at the weekly, we can see the price already on a level of support. There is already significant drop. Now what I will be waiting for on a AUD USD, you can see that from this support, okay, so you see it's a very good level of support here, quite a few times created this movement. There's support here, created this movement, and also there's support here. We saw there is a support here. So with that, all those support, AUD USD has a rejection. I think that AUD USD might be we could see now a movement to the upside, because it has come to the support. Very strong rejection from the support, from the 1 hour and from all time frame, with this big long candle. Okay, so AUD USD, if you look at the euro dollar, should be the same. Yeah, euro dollar forming doji, which to me bullish. You can see it has crossed this low. Let me look at the Gbpusd. Gbpusd a bit more bullish than euro USD. Okay, we see the Gbpusd back to back two dojis, double doji. Let me see what it is trying to do. There is a very interestingly, okay, there is interesting price action on Gbpusd. You see double doji. Okay, now you see this drawing I have drawn before. Gbpusd, if you closely look at, you'll see that the price has formed this resistance level, okay, and there is a support go along this trend line. The price still did not test this level. What I think that you can see back to back two dojis. Now this doji can be start up another move. There's a very this level is violated, means there's a lot of liquidity. I think that this doji, yeah, this doji could be starting up a move. And if you look at euro dollar, yeah, looks like that pullback is done. We could see significant movement on those instruments. So you see Gbpusd is forming a doji. Let's the candle close, and then we look at if we see any opportunity on the 15 minutes time frame. We see that the price has formed this inverted head and shoulder, has broken to the upside. Can expect pullback. This previous resistance and support from the 1 hour. I look at the weekly, very strongly bullish market. Okay, yeah, so GBPUSD, euro dollar, they're all showing significant bullish move. Okay, I see that all of them is strongly bullish, GBPUSD, euro dollar, and so dollar getting weaker. If you look at DXY, you can see that this market is showing very strong bearish price action. So looks like that, yeah, looks like all of them. Now with that said, you can see that gold has very strong breakout. So if I look at, so I'm just trying to relate all of them. So if gold is bullish, then GBPUSD is also, so you see that strong momentum on GBPUSD. Euro dollar, AUD USD is getting stronger, so we can expect gold to go bullish. Okay, so let's see, AUD USD also had a rejection from the bottom. Okay, so I will keep watching for a couple of minutes to see. There is another news coming up at later today, will really make a big move in the market. All right, let me know in the chat to see what you guys are up to. Wasa Isaac, good work. Thank you, Wasa, for joining. Welcome. Thank you very much. Gilbert, good morning, boss from Costa Rica. But when it reached 2075, it fall back. Why is gold growing so much? Very good question. Firstly, if gold is going to 2070, okay, if we look at that, right, 2070, let's say, once it's going there, firstly, I don't think that immediate rejection will happen. I think it will go up, but when it will revert, it might have a big reversal. But for the time being, we could see 2070 cross, and then let's say this is the weekly candle, right? We could see 2070 cross and then pull back, closing, let's say closing a long weekly candle and then going up again. That could happen, but always wise idea is to trade with the trend. Okay, in the direction of the trend is always good trading opportunity. Now for the question that why gold is growing is because of you saw that there is a little bit of uncertainty in the economy when bank collapse, couple of banks collapse, and that is where they started, because when there is an uncertainty in the economy, most cases you see that safe haven, JPY, USD, and gold grows, especially JPY, not USD, especially JPY and gold. And there is an inflation, there's a lot of things that is causing this gold to go up. So this is the main thing so any uncertainty will help the gold to grow. And also from the technical perspective, if you look at this price action from the monthly, okay, so you might see that something that I really need to tell you is that, let's say we saw that bank collapse here, right? When this candle was forming, I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, there was a collapse in bank. But what about here? You see, what about this price action? Did the gold investor know? This is what I try to explain to you guys. You see, did the gold investor know in let's say in 2021 that in 2023 there will be a bank collapse. Not at all, right? But if you look at this price action, okay, you can see a clear pattern that you can see on the 1 minute chart, on the 5 minute chart. The same kind of price action you can see on 5 minutes, you can see on even in the 1 minute chart. So let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay, then what does that mean is that at the end of the day, if you combine the price action, market structure, and the liquidity, you will be able to trade without any hesitation, because all comes down to three things: market structure, price action, liquidity. Now, how does the fundamental play a role in trading? Okay, now the fundamental is a big part of trading. Okay, it's essential part of trading. Keep in mind, you can't ignore fundamental. But then how do you use fundamental in your trading? The best way is to use, that I found fundamental to use in trading, is by combining them with the price action and connecting the dots with the price action and market structure together. Why? Because when there is something happening in the economy that's fundamental, that will reflect on the price action. So you can, like an indicator, let's say we use indicator on the chart, and we cannot rely only on the indicator for taking a trade, but at the end of the day we can have some confirmation that okay, this is what happened on the economy, and we see that gold is bullish, let's buy. This is how it works. So that gold is bullish because of fundamental, so because of this and that, okay, the safe haven getting stronger. So you look for now confirmation on the outside, on the chart, that okay, because fundamental is bullish, I see that monthly candle is bullish, weekly candle bullish, daily candle strongly bullish, there is a liquidity gap. So look for only for potential buying opportunity. Okay, this is the real trading education that many traders missing, is to analyze the market from a different perspective, and remembering that this is a bull market, only buying. I know that it hurt in the beginning. Okay, it happened to me when I started, because I have gone through all of them. So I know actually how at different stages how trader think and what causes us to to trade, and I know every steps what happens. So that's why I share my journey sometime. So that when you see that the market from the multi-time frame analysis is bullish, you can write down in a piece of paper, because you'll see, if you are trading for some time, that this is a bullish market, and you find yourself selling many times. It's happened to me. Okay, so that's why you can write it on a piece of paper, and then remember that okay, this instrument, maybe in the beginning when you start your trading day, you can do a quick analysis, make a short list, and then write down on a piece of paper, okay, gold only I will buy, dollar yen I will only sell, Gbp JPY today I will only sell, like that. So based on the trend, price action, and liquidity, that's how you will not because when you look at the chart for some time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, after that you'll see that you convince yourself to take a trade where it is not there, or maybe trading against the trend that happens. So it is important that everyone do that. So let's look at now going back to the gold 1 hour chart. There is a big bullish candle on the 15 minutes as well. We see that price is significantly bullish. There is a gap opening in this 5 minutes. So it formed a structure, market structure on the 5 minutes. Now I will be waiting for this. You see now in this live session we will be going long on gold if the price we see that has broken this market structure. Okay, which is a possibility to happen. Let them break down to this level, feel that imbalance, and then we will go long. Okay, because this market at the end of the day, it is now in an imbalance. Okay, this is how the nature of the market. It will leave an imbalance for you to be confused, and then will come back to hit your stop loss if you don't realize it. You see that the market has left. If you, let's say, you might say, okay, I'm gonna miss the trade. Let miss, because you need to miss a lot of trade so that you can find a good trade. Keep in mind, you need to miss a lot of trades so that you can find a good trade. This is you can write down in a piece of paper as well to understand, because always keep in mind the market is always open. There is always trading opportunity. There's always trade, and we can find a lot of trade like we do. Today also we have opened 2 trades. Yesterday 2 trades. So that's enough, isn't it? 2 trades, 1 trade, 3 trades, enough for you for the whole day. And you can see in this 5 minutes time frame, this is the support. The market left an imbalance. Okay, if the market come back down here to fill that imbalance, then we will go long. Okay, we'll look at that in the meantime. In the chat, Rahim, hello, thank you. Hey, USD, absolutely, look at it. Emmanuel, Gbpusd course, yeah, absolutely. Dollar yen, please, sir. Yeah, sure, we'll look at it. Dollar yen, yeah. Euro dollar, looking at Usdjpy elements, yeah, absolutely, look at it. Gbpusd, so please check Gbpusd. Yep. So looks like JPY pairs are very interesting now. Yeah, no problem, so look at it. So okay, so let's look at JPY pairs. I was looking at, okay, Usdjpy. Now this one, just a candle closed. Now Usdjpy, we are running a trade which is running in good profit. Now let me explain the trade that I've opened on Usdjpy. Now this trade we have entered here, which is at around I think we'll open a bit upper side. Let me see the exact entry here. So you entered at 1.8. You see that. Okay, so you see that Usdjpy entry 145. Okay, 145.18. So this is the entry for Usdjpy that we have sent to stop loss 53, TP 144.489. Okay, so you have almost 2 times TP on this one. Now Usdjpy, let me tell you why I have opened that. What did I thought? Now firstly, if you look at monthly, okay, we see that Usdjpy has formed a monthly doji, and once this month open, initially we have seen that this market had a initial bounce to the upside, now created a lower high with this monthly, and we have seen that Usdjpy now coming down. Now because you can see the price was creating series of lower high on the monthly, okay, and the previous months already has a big move to the upside, which has a liquidity gap. As a result, this month, once the market open after little pullback, we see that CHFJPY is now creating bearish movement. Now from the weekly, so there is a green candle to the upside, but at the same time we see that this market is creating series of lower high. The price already tested the high of the week, okay, created a lower high, rejected. But I think that this market highly likely will come down to test this, at least this 20 EMA, or at least high of this doji on the weekly. Okay, so this is why our TP target just above this weekly doji, because we might see a bounce from here. Now from the daily, this is where I make the trading decision, because back to back 2 days CHFJPY form long week candles with a series of lower high. You see, series of lower high is very important. When you see series of lower high, this is where the selling pressure comes in place. Can you let me know in the chat? I want to see, guys, that you are in fact following everything in that same way, that why does series of lower high is a sign of selling pressure. Now because series of lower high and back to back 3 days rejection, what I think that the market highly likely will drop at least to this 20 EMA on the daily to test this resistance here, which is turning support, and then we might see that again going bullish from that level. So from the intraday, we see that there is after closing this candle, we see some bullish move. But what I think that you can see, if you closely look at, you see there is a multiple times long wick candle. Now this current one, if you closely look at that, you see there is a big long wick candle. That's a above this wickless candle, there is a plenty of liquidity. There's once and then form a doji. This one has crossed all those candles high, giving a very high probability for drop. And when it grabbed the liquidity, the price here, this is where I have entered the trade, and also I sent to the students. Now it's like a, I sometimes explain to you guys, you need to understand how the whale is hunting. So you need to wait for the hunting. Now hunting is an inevitable part of trading. Okay, if you really want to be a profitable trader, you need to understand this concept of hunting or the liquidity gap. So what is hunting? Can anybody let me know that what is hunting? Let me know in the chat what is hunting, then we'll move forward. Suresh coach, hi. What about DXY? Look at it. Good evening, coach. Thank you. Where are you looking DXY this week? DXY, I see that looks like bearish to me, Sean Salim. So imbalance in 1990, 2015. I will look at it. Thank you. The learning. Thank you very much. So what is in fact hunting? How do you know that? How do you define a hunting in the market? If you know that, then really you'll have a big edge in the market, because most traders don't understand it, and that's why most traders lose money. So if you really want to make money from the market, you need to have a very good understanding of the market, how it moves. And it's not hard, it's not really hard, it's easy. The only thing that you need is to understand how the market moves. Like just thinking little bit, once you grab that concept, it becomes much easier for you. Is there any replay here for the hunting? Because when the trade create that kind of pattern, you can predict them early enough, ride the trend for a bigger profit target. At the end of the day, to be profitable, you must take the trade to the end. Okay, when you enter stop loss, take profit, you need to take it to the end. And to do that, you need, in fact, need to know why the trade is going this way or going that way. Suresh, at what point gold will go up? Gold is still, I think that it will break the 2075 at least, right? And then we could see that. Okay, so let me explain that one here, this scheme of hunting. Now hunting is, why do you in fact need hunting? Because let's say at a trend line here, okay, the price is going up there and then rejected, gone up there, rejected. Now when everyone is selling this market, okay, let's say everyone is short, okay, everyone is short because everyone knows that this resistance zone, this is how, in the beginning, hunting is what stops taken out. Okay, very simple and good answer. Amazing, Model Yusuf, good job. Hunting is what stops taken out. Very good question, very good answer. Now can you let me know that hunting is stopped out, but why in fact need to stop out? What's the point of stopping out by, or what's the advantage for you when you know that there is a hunting has happened? So that's why I'm saying that when you know that, it becomes much easier for you to know, in fact, the mechanism behind the market movement. Okay, you'll know that exactly why the market moves, what's the reason behind this movement, and it becomes much easier for you. So you see that this is the resistance zone here. Okay, the price has gone here, touch, again has gone, touch. So the way we know here is that, okay, the price respected this resistance, this is an entry, stop loss, this is take profit. Now okay, stop huntings for liquidity, very good answer. Mansuki, hunting is when they come for liquidation point in the chart. Okay, so everyone to the point. Now you know exactly what hunting is, so let's find out how you can use that hunting. Now let's say this resistance is being respected, the price has gone up like this, is being respected, right? Now once the price is respecting this resistance line, everyone started to think that, okay, every time the price is respecting this resistance, so let's sell this market, and you put your stop loss above this high. Okay, and just to see that after going there, it has gone up and then gone to the top TP target. This happens all the time, it's happened to me also. So once you see this, that the price go to the entry, go to the stop loss, and then go to the TP target, or has dropped. Now why this happened? This is the smart trading psychology, is to wait for the hunting to be happen. Why? Because there are a lot of names behind it: manipulation, liquidity grab, hunting, false breakout, you can name more on that. So at the end of the day, there is only one reason behind it, is that you can't then even you can't make it, think it as a negative aspect, because it's the way the market moves. if you think that okay, why hunting will happen. So it's in fact a positive aspect of the market, because when there are more manipulation, the market will move, there will be a lot of volatility. So the smartest way is to wait for the price to do it, okay, to hunting to happen, and then to go the trade. Because when big boys does this, banks, hedge funds, they put some extra investment to go up to instead of selling, they buy, so the price goes up. There is an advantage behind it, because let's say they calculate that okay, from here to there to reach, they need to invest 100 million. Okay, they invested 100 million to go there, because there is a lot of stop loss. Who sold this market, their stop loss is a buy order. So that means that you are buying instead of selling. You think that you are selling, and you fall asleep by thinking that okay, I put a sell order, now I'm happy, okay, sell order is done, I put a big lot, tomorrow I'm gonna buy whatever I really love to buy. And then you wake up, it's a nightmare, your stop loss is hit. It's because you put a sell order and you become a buyer. So when you become a buyer, then who is the seller in the market? Is the seller the big boys? Okay, so when they are selling, that is where you will be selling, and this is called hunting. Okay, so it's like a big whale on the deep blue ocean, okay, hunting. And when it finished its hunting, when it is going down, you just slide with the wheel without spending any energy from you, just going with the flow. So this is where, like, this trade is this kind of trade you will see that will move a lot when you understand the hunting point and jump on a trade from that point. So yeah, this is how, once you know that, you will understand how the market moves, and it's become much easier for you to be profitable. Okay, so let's look at that. And as I mentioned, if you want to learn more and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, all the instrument that we are trading, receive the alert that we are trading. Also, there is a link in the description area. You can join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. So also there is a link at the top of the chat. You can visit the website, and any question you have, you can use the live chat agent to ask. She will be able to answer any question you have. So let's move on with that. Stop hunting for liquidity. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. I mean, the CHFJPY short. Okay, so we are also CHFJPY short. Let's see how it goes. The price on a support. Let's see. But where, Suresh, coach, where from you are looking reversal in gold? I'm in sell at 2010. Okay, so for gold, you are sell at 2010, which is okay. We haven't seen enough pullback in the market. Okay, now the way it is forming the price action, for me it is still bullish. Now if you are sell on 2010, which is you sold from the top, it's really hard to tell you, because I always look at the buy position when the price move to the upside. Okay, really have no answer for this, because the way this market is moving, it's to me very aggressively bullish. Okay, so I think that this market will continue to rise. So you need to manage your trade based on your strategy, but I will not recommend to sell. Even I posted in the chat group yesterday, baby chat group, that I don't recommend to sell, and the market in fact has gone up. So this is also an advantage of being on the group. So that's why I recommend you guys to join us, because environment is very important. Okay, when you are with the traders, you feel how they are doing, what they are trading, and it really gives you a good advantage of understanding the market. So yeah, there's a VIP chat option available also, along with the everything, all the educational content. So if you really want to be passionate, I'll recommend you to join us. There is a link in the at the top of the chat, and also there is a link in the description. You can see how, because when I started, I was doing everything alone and just not understanding in fact how the market moves. So it's really hard, because when you are in an environment, it becomes faster and easier to grab everything. And also there is a free Telegram channel given in the chat. You can join the free Telegram channel, guys. Also there is a link in the description area for the free Telegram channel. I'll recommend you to join more often. I put a lot of things on the free Telegram channel for educational, and also all the updates will be there. Sometimes I share my ideas as well. Okay, so let's go. Can you please adjust the screen size? Okay, so adjust the screen size. Price, we are looking at chart, but because if I adjust this, there is no other place to put it, but here is the best area, because the other area is a chart where we will be analyzing. Yeah, so when I'll scroll up and down, you should be able to see hopefully that. Okay, so let's look at now on gold. We see that there is a pullback coming up, which is needed. As I mentioned, I need to see the lower time frame breakdown to fill that imbalance, and then we'll look for potential buying opportunities. So from the 4 hour, there is a candle. This one is a bullish engulfer, and we'll keep watching the price action for potential drop here to this level. If we see a drop on the bullish move, especially if it breaks this level, we'll look for buying opportunity once we'll see the market again making its move to the upside. Okay guys, so let's look at how it does. Stephen, how did you predict the JPY with such an accuracy? Teach us, boss. Yeah, so we discussed it, Stephen, about the JPY. I think you are talking about the CHF JPY, maybe. Yeah, so JPY that we talked about already. So in fact, it's all about understanding the liquidity, and I always discuss that liquidity is the key of understanding the market. And there is a strategy as well. It's our station strategy. Now when you see the market grab liquidity and create an impulse, wait for a pullback and wait for an entry. Okay, so it depends on how you're looking at the market. Always keep in mind that yesterday also discussed that, see, anytime you see, first try to identify the level either resistance or support. So if it is a resistance, then you see that this market doing like that, okay, and then has a liquidity grab, okay, coming down. Now if you can, over time you might be able to understand this liquidity grab even when the market is just finished, the liquidity gap is returning. This is where you can enter, keeping stop loss here, take profit here. But if you see that the market, let's say, has dropped already after the liquidity grab, okay, then you can wait for a pullback to the upside to the level, and then you can enter. Okay, so it depends on, I've shown quite a few examples earlier also, I'll show you more. So it depends on how you are looking. Hi coach, GJ is possible to get around 161 things. Okay, we'll look at it. William, hi coach, how William, hi coach, if a currency has a bad economic results when the numbers come out, can the strength matter show positive even on the lower time frame? Okay, very good question, because when it comes to news, in fact this is a very good question. So first let me look at the JPY and then I'll come back to the Williams question. So first of all, hi coach, GJ possible to get 161.7. let me look at GBP JPY early today. Also I mentioned that looks to me that this market might be reversing, okay, which is very highly likely to happen. You see there's a big head and shoulder and then dropping. But for me, what I think, any point we might see a spike and then we could see final drop. So to see 161.7, very possible to come there, okay, very possible, right? GJ, even it could come back down well below, because GBP JPY, you see this is the resistance line and there is a big, this leg to the upside, which is a very pure false breakout, pure liquidity grab, okay. Now with that liquidity grab, what we see that GBP JPY has a big drop, and I think that you see the way it is forming, there is a big head and shoulder has formed, and in my opinion, what I think that GJ might come to this support level, to this support, okay, which is very likely to happen. Now with that said, there could be a big, because you see this, it has reversed from this top, creating this doji. And if you look at overall multi-time frame approach, this is what I was talking about today in the pre-London session live, guys, is that you see that this is the monthly price, and from the monthly perspective looks like very highly likely that GJ is reversing from here, okay. So this said there is a big head and shoulder, this is the head, left shoulder and right shoulder. Now with that head and shoulder, you can see the price has crossed this, all this high on the monthly, and then the price is dropping. So with the drop, because it grabbed liquidity from a dynamic resistance, this could be the starting of a move to this level, which is very likely to happen, because when the price has created, this is the monthly chart, guys, keep in mind, big move, big difference. There's a double bottom, has gone up, long consolidation has gone up. So if the price is moving in that direction, and you can see there's a big imbalance in that zone, this long wick candle has not been tested, and this resistance here, which is turning support here, and if you closely look at that, there is a big imbalance in that zone here. So this whole area from this to this, almost 1300 pip imbalance in that market. If we look at the weekly, we can see that this market failed to create a higher high, and as you know, the GJ sometimes become very aggressive, so we could see that the market is, and I don't see any, you see there's a 2 daily candle, long week failed to create a higher high, very fragile market structure. Anytime we could see break, or already we see head and shoulder. Now I'll try to ride this trend. If it drops to this level, it will be a nice trend, but what I think very highly likely to happen is that, because NFP coming, guys, make sure that you keep eye, and we could see a hunting here as well, because this zone again is an imbalance. Anytime we could see an hunting, and then we might see that GJ having, in fact, you know, a significant movement to the downside. So this is a bearish market. If it doesn't go for hunting, if we see a nice looking you know, a liquidity gap in that, along the way, we'll jump on a trade. Gold falling down. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we see that some that's a good point. Let's see if we can find an entry. I think that, let me see, there is a, if we can find, in a second the price has bounced very from here. Let's look at the news calendar to see when we can find an entry on gold. So 12 a.m., just 30 minutes later, as soon as this candle closed, we have another news coming up. ISM service PMI. Okay. Okay, so during the news, okay, if we see, this is 1 hour 20 EMA, very important area of value. Now this current candle, once it will close on the 1 hour, the news will be released and the price will make a move from the 4 hour. See, the price has come to that level. We missed that. No problem. Let it play out. I was in another instrument. If I saw this here, we jump on a trade, no problem. So very fast, you can see it's formed a long week candle, had a big move from here to the upside, almost 38 pip move. Okay, all right, let it play out. There is news coming up, we'll jump on a trade once we'll see that. Okay, so looking at Gbpusd now, Gbpusd, the one that we are running, which is going profit, that's good. I think that JPY getting stronger and stronger. Let me go back to gold. Okay, so gold, when you guys let me know, I was on analysis, so we see that this one gold has come to exactly where it feel that imbalance, but it just had a big rejection. So let it, you know, manipulate here a couple of times before news, and let's see what it is trying to do. Okay, you know, when the price will give you an entry, okay, you see that, you see this one, we also open in the live, you see this one has a very identical candle that you can spot it very straight away. If you look at the 1 hour chart, you can spot those candles, that is entry. Okay, not all candles is an entry candle, patience is the key. You can see that this 1 hour live trade, okay, and this 1 hour candle is in fact a very good spot. You can spot it, that if you turn on the liquidity indicator, you see back to back 2 liquidity indicator will give you exactly where the entry is, and this is our TF strategy indicator translated into a Python script, available for all the students who are trading with us in our lifetime plan. If you really want to access them and also learn the strategy that we are trading, like we had these 2 gold trades yesterday. Okay, so after this live session there is another one, before live session there's another one, and today also we are having some successful trade on Gbpusd running in profit, and Eurusd, which is at the entry point. So yeah, if you want to trade all of them with us and also learn our strategies, I will invite you to join us. Link in the description, you can find a link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. So let's see how gold is doing here. It's coming down for pullback, or it is coming down for a liquidity gap, or it is reversing. I don't think that it might reverse, but if it come to the area of value, especially on the, this is a daily support. Okay, if it breaks the daily low, okay, this is where we will find really good opportunity for an entry. Okay, this is the daily low, where there is a daily 20, where there is the 1 hour 20 EMA also, and I don't think that the market will be able to be bearish from here. So in 30 minutes time, 25 minutes time, there is a news. See if the gold drops to this 20 EMA, which has not been tested for very long time, could be a very good place for us find an entry. Okay, so we'll jump on a trade once you'll see that. Let's keep eye. Okay, let me know in the chat. Open my okay, so we see that the market has a big move now coming down for a deeper pullback. So this is 5 minutes candle. Let's see how they are forming. The candle formation is the key. Okay, we see that it is now in a perfectly balancing zone. Okay, see, this is a nice looking structure. This is what I was talking about, that when the market form a structure, we can think of it. Let me prepare my chart. If there is any trade we need to open, so gold in an important area. But what I'm expecting, guys, for gold is, you see that this is the daily support. Okay, normally the price, once the market opened today, this is our trade yesterday's, this is the support. Okay, this is the daily low, and that daily low has not been tested yet. Okay, so you could see a break of this low and then immediate rejection, which is very likely to happen. So we have drawn that level. Some of you might be impatient to go long, I know, but I think there will have a spike on the news. Okay, very highly likely that it will spike down. Okay, grab liquidity, and then it will move up. From this zone. Okay, looks like that it is a good bullish candle. Guys, so let's see how it does. I think that yeah, I think it will come to test the daily low. Might be coming to test the daily low. If it does, that will be amazing, because that is where you'll see the market giving a very good probability. Now prepare for anything. Okay, even prepare for a reversal here with a head and shoulder, which is less likely to happen, because at the end of the day the market still didn't test this 2020 level. Okay, during the news, if the news is negative, we is good for positive, I mean that good for DXY, we might see little short-term weakness in the gold, and then we could see that the market is going. So gold news is coming in 20 minutes, and then we'll see what we can do. So I had a question to answer from, I think, William. Okay, William had a question. Hi coach, how if currency has a bad economic results when the numbers come out, can the strength show? If currency can the strength meter show positive? Didn't understand, William, your question, but the way I think you are trying to understand that when economic result is bad but the strength meter showing positive. Now currency strength meter, it depends on your time frame also. Okay, let's say if now economic result, if it is bad, then you see immediately there is a spike happen on the 5 minutes, for example. Okay, so that should show on the currency strength meter on the lower time frame weakness, because when the economic result comes bad, in majority of the case you see that currency become weaker. So it should see that currency strength meter showing weakness, but at the end of the day there's a lot of factors involved in it, because I have a separate video I made, I think on YouTube, about the NFP, that you see that the result on the NFP never always follow the pattern, but NFP is a big market mover. In that case, then how do you use that, let's say NFP or big news event in your advantage? The biggest advantage that I found is when you see, let's say, news has given you a candle with a liquidity gap in the direction of the trend. That's a very good candle. Give you an example. Okay, give a big like, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss this content. Okay, in this gold, okay, see this candle, this one here. All right, it is a news candle. This is like this one exactly. This is a news candle. This is the last. We are in a live. This is the last moment's candle, okay, of news. So this is this candle. Like 12 p.m. there was a news, 12 a.m. pardon me, and 11:45 p.m. this is the last candle of the hour. All right, so we saw that candle is a news candle, because as soon as this candle form, news release, and this candle has given you a very good trade alert according to the direction, according to your strategy, according to the day. And William, I know that you are our lifetime, and you should see this TF indicator, and this is where exactly in this whole move we see this buy alert, and this is also according to our liquidity indicator. Now there is a huge liquidity gap, and that's a big advantage for you, because this candle has a volume, it's in the direction of the trend, it's a news candle, it accounts the fundamental, and you can see that afterwards there has been a big move happen, isn't it? So that's the best way that I look at the market. Now for that answer, that on the lower time frame according to the currency strength meter, you should be seeing, let's say in that news we saw that bad news for DXY, so good news for gold. So DXY on the lower time frame should show weakness, that is showing gold as strength. Now here you can see the market now on gold is coming down for we see double dojis being created. There could be short-term spike down with this is the last 15 minutes candle. okay, which is a bearish candle. Now this leg to the upside on 15 minutes, see, this is why it is important that we wait for a retest. Now this is the retest now it's happening. If we see that the market remain with the retest, this is the resistance zone, turn support. If it breaks down, that's retest didn't qualify, and we could see short-term downward movement. Let's see what it is doing. Now you see that very strong selling pressure, but at the same time the trend is up, so the only thing is to see what it is doing. Now if this one is closing, let's say a red candle like that, that's a liquidity gap from the top, so you could see, you know, a drop in that market. Okay, we could see a drop in that case if this one is closing as a red candle, because in that case we will see that the market is coming to feel that imbalance, this resistance, turn support. So we could see, because already we see a big move happen on gold. If we place the Fibonacci, it's an overextended market, you see this previous resistance, there is 2010, turn support is exactly at 38.2%. That means that if this one is closing as a bearish candle, which is likely to happen, looks like that might close, then we could see gold is coming back for a pullback, which is good for us. Okay, we need pullback, but still 10 minutes to go, news to release, and then we'll see. And even it could happen in a very fast time to do the pullback and then go up again. It could happen. So that's why just be patient with the news coming up and then wait for an entry opportunity. Yeah, don't be impatient. Trading is all about patience, guys. You know, at the end of the day, who are patient will make money, who are impatient will be, you know, losing money. So it is important that you remain calm and patient. So looking at CHFJPY, we have seen that this is the CHFJPY trade that we are running today. As I mentioned earlier, we opened this trade from this zone after a strong liquidity gap from the top, and we'll keep that running to the zone to the full. It's almost 2 times TP target on this one. And Euro GBP also we are short, and I think Euro GBP also will form slowly bearish market structure. If you look at the daily Euro GBP, you can see that there is a big red candle, which is a long wick. Okay, and it should be, if it drops, it will have a massive drop, and we have only this much target. I think would see that this one also has a good risk to reward. From the weekly and from the monthly, we see that Euro GBP is still bearish. We could see, you know, significant drop on this one as well here. So this one also we are at entry, and I will be looking forward to see that this one also coming down and hitting the TP target. Okay, now going back to gold, okay, we see that okay, so if this one, as I mentioned, if this one is closing as a red candle, if you closely look at it, it has crossed this resistance high. So there is a liquidity gap at the top here. So we could see, okay, this is the 4-hour candle on gold. We could see short-term pullback to that level, and then we can expect for bullish move. So I will not be, you know, a buyer, so pardon me, seller on gold. I'll look for buying whenever I will find the opportunity. It's dropping means giving more and more opportunity to enter. Let's see how it goes. So just 8 minutes to go. In the meantime, let's look at what other instruments are doing. Thank you. Missed it, no problems, Martin. That's fine. We'll be I will be looking at again, no problems. So yeah, you miss, let yourself miss, some trade. You need to be able to accommodate your emotion, because FOMO is a big game changer. So you have to be able to understand that the FOMO, when I started, FOMO really was a big challenge for me, and we all human experience that FOMO. And if you allow yourself to miss, so when you need to create a little bit of self-awareness. So when you see that, let's say you're feeling discomfort that you missed a trade, okay, say to yourself, the market will open tomorrow again. So this is how Jesse Livermore, he used to talk to himself. He's explain in his book that the market will open tomorrow, but Forex is always open. But for you, let's say in your zone, you might say, the market there will be always trade. For example, gold is high, there will be always a trade, there will be always a pullback. The market will come to the zone, will give always a trade. The key points here is you remain disciplined. Okay, market will try to put you out of balance so that you can take wrong trade. So you need to be very careful about your trading decisions. When you take a trade, ask yourself, am I taking is because trade, or I'm feeling FOMO and I'm taking the trade? And once you do a couple of times, you become very efficient in it, and then you will not take the trade that is not yours. So this is a very key trading psychology concept, that you do a proper have a good self-control, which is very important. So let's see what's the next. Thank you, no problems. $yen, please. Absolutely. Gold up or down? The gold coming back down for a pullback, we will be looking for up trade. I will not be selling, let it break down on the news, and then we will be looking for buying. Direction of AUDUSD, gold is holding its gain and rising. Yeah, I see that gold is very bullish. Eurojpy, please. Okay, Madokasa, pardon me for not being able to spell correctly. Okay, so we'll be looking at Eurojpy, and then we'll jump back to the gold again. Okay, Eurojpy also, I was just planning to sell this market, and you can see, and then we sold CHFJPY. It's still there, and it's a winning trade. Now let me look at Eurojpy, like GBPJPY. We saw that there is already matter. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for that. Okay, we see that Eurojpy has grabbed liquidity multiple times. We see that from the daily UJ on a daily support, but I think that if you look at bigger picture from the monthly, UJ looks to me that might coming for like the GJ. Let me delete all of them. You see this doji, monthly doji, keep in mind, and exactly create an equal high, a nice head and shoulder on the monthly, and I think that this one will come straight back to the monthly 20 EMA. Very highly likely to happen. So if I look at the weekly, we can see that The price already previous week, you can see previous week the price has crossed couple of weeks high, grab the liquidity from here, and we can see that again the market is now dropping in that direction. Okay, so you can see the price created a series of lower high, and also the previous week, this is a liquidity candle. See, this is how when you once, twice, triple time over and over again look at the market, you become trained and it's become easier for you. Instead of looking at a big bullish candle going up, you can look at what it did at the top. It triggered liquidity, and that's why we see that after going a high series, lower high and now coming down. So if I look at daily, this is the daily doji, and I think that UJ will have a significant movement in this direction. You can see this market was consolidating for a long time, and we can expect it to come to this support level. Now from the 4-hour, we saw already the price is forming a trending, and we saw that this head and shoulder on lower time frame is broken. Okay, this is a very clean breakout, and we'll be waiting for a retest of this support as a resistance and then a drop. Okay, so this is how we'll be doing. So let's see, already we are on a trade on Usdjpy, so we'll be looking to see how this one is doing, but managing also in an important, not doubling up the same trade. So let me look at the gold. Okay, we see a candle close on gold on the 4-hour. Looks like that, yeah, looks like we might see some drop on gold. This is a Fibonacci level. See what happened, and then we'll okay, so we see that gold, okay, big impulse, very aggressive move. You can't take that move because there's a lot of spread in it now. Let's see how it does. I see that. So when the spread become normal, if we find an opportunity, we can take it. The spread will vary a lot. So you see that from that support, so that means that this one also result, there is a big drop on dollar yen as well, so you should see that. So yen get stronger as well. We saw the CHF-JPY has also a rejection, UJ, yeah, so JPY got stronger, GJ also. Gold has a spike up. Okay, so let it pull back now again. Okay, we saw that there's a big bullish jump. So this is a almost snowy candle at the bottom. Yeah, so that means any drop to the support level the buy opportunity. Okay, so if this one is dropping to this 2022 level, we'll go long. Okay, so let me see how we can find an entry. You see 1 hour chart on gold. See all those 1 hour candle. There is a very strong liquidity gap in that zone. You see every time the price is crossing the previous one, and then finally made its move. Okay, so bulls are very strong. Any movement towards downside will give us an entry opportunity. Okay, so we might see now some short-term okay, we see that there is now the price is coming down for a pullback. Okay, let's see what it is trying to do. All right, so GJ as well, we saw that there is a big drop. So we could see gold, it's in a very top, and it's very crucial points to I think that we might see a break of local structure. The buyers is still buying, but not, looks like it's not getting enough strength for okay, it's trying to form a head and shoulder. It's not to puzzle you. It's very careful. You need to think in terms of multi-time frame, and then looking at daily chart. Okay, because there is one thing we need to keep in mind is that from the daily the price has broken out of this structure, and neither of this resistance or support has been tested. Yeah, so it is not unusual to see that gold has come for a deeper pullback. See that this level is broken. Okay, we see the breakdown. So I'm trying to figure out what it is trying to do. Is that reversing, or yeah, I think that gold will reverse, highly likely to happen. Gold might reverse to this level, okay, because it needs a pullback, a couple of levels. This is an important candle. This 1 hour candle is super important. Let's really look to see. Looks like okay. So from the way so far, okay, we see that very interesting price action. You can see the price multiple times has come to that zone, and so far the price action is still bullish. Okay, we saw that there is a reversal pattern has formed again, has gone to the upside, support level. So you saw one liquidity grab at the top, there's another bottom. Gathering liquidity for a movement. Then the NFP coming. So today is Thursday, tomorrow is NFP, and we could see that during NFP the gold again having a big jump to the upside. And monthly. Okay, so the market currently in a manipulation phase. So you see that this is the 15-minute chart. Okay, there is a big long wick candle here, and also there is a long wick candle here, both sides. So when the sellers stopped out, the buyers stopped out. So it's in a manipulation phase. So there are a couple of phases you'll see in the market: manipulation phase, and then it will be in a trending phase. So when the market will be in trending phase is where the best time to enter the position. So look for an entry. Now it is really important to see let me look at other pairs to see what they are doing. Quickly looking at all of them. CAD, CHF, CHF-JPY. So our CHF-JPY trade, this is what we are running. Just running in profit, almost came to the TP area, but it's gone up again. So AUD, USD. I think this one will Euro GBP, this one also we are running, which is in the same place. Okay, Euro USD. Now, as you can see, after multiple times the price having liquidity, we saw that this one has come down. So all of them we should find an entry for bullish setup. This is the daily chart. We might see that the market is coming down for a deeper pullback, and once it will be here around this 20 EMA along the support, I think euro, dollar, Gbpusd, all of them will see an entry. So GBP CAD also had a double top coming down, and all of them GBP USD, but I think that they are coming down for pullback. Okay, gold. So let it first finish the manipulation, then you'll see which way I might be heading. Okay, NASDAQ early today I mentioned NASDAQ did exactly as it is. So you see that there is a head and shoulder is created here on NASDAQ. Okay, so with that head and shoulder, first of all, we see the market has formed support level here on NASDAQ. Okay, so there is a, you can see there is a head and shoulder in that zone, and the price has broken down from this head and shoulder. This is the support here. Okay, support here, and we saw that, you see, this is the liquidity candle, and afterward we see now price coming down. And I think that because it's reversed from a monthly resistance zone, we should see that NASDAQ coming down here. I think that this one will come back down even to this trend line along this support. We'll see that again it is pushing high. So NASDAQ for the short term, we could see that selling opportunity. We already see liquidity gap 2 times. There is one here, there is one here. Now it is dropping. So US30 also, I think that it will also come down for a deeper pullback. Yeah, I think it will also come down for a deeper pullback. Okay, gold. It's manipulating here. So if you look at, this is the daily chart on gold, this is the daily opening and closing, and once the price has broken to the upside, didn't come for a deeper pullback. I think that, you know, you can see gold again to the support level. It's really crucial to see okay, what I think, gold might be coming down for a deeper pullback, which is very essential after this kind of big move. The price need a pullback. Okay, so green candle is a manipulation candle, is testing now. can see that gold is very strongly bullish, and I will remain bullish in this market. So it is, for me, it's coming down for a deeper pullback. You know, there is a couple of support here that gold will drop. There's one at 2015 and also one at 2010. I think that gold will come down for a deeper pullback and then will revert back again. And as a trend trader, I will always look to trade with the trend. This is my the best trading strategy that I use, trading with the trend. So I will be looking for an entry on gold as a bullish, like I did yesterday and twice today. Also I'll be looking at, along with other trade that we will be running. So let's see how it does. Let me know in the chat, guys. A long time I didn't interact with you. I do. Thank you. You are doing a great job. Thank you very much. You are doing a great job too. Thanks also. No worries. USD. So how to start forex trading as a beginner? Some very good question. So if you are a complete beginner, okay, we see that gold, I think it will reverse for short term to the level. Let's see how it does for pullback. Now if you want to start forex trading as a beginner, or for those who already started but complete beginner, then I'll invite you to first to do is learn the risk management. Okay, firstly, always trade in a demo account, find out the lot size calculation, and then trade on a demo account. If you using a live account, always use a very smaller account to trade. It's the key points, keep in mind, because trading in the beginning, if you trade one or two trades, you feel like that, okay, I understand everything, and then making a big trading account and will ruin you. This has happened to me when I started. I accumulated a big trading account and then I just blown out completely. It was a disaster for me. So I learned from it, and that's why I'll recommend you, if you are a beginner, then the first thing you can do is learn the risk management and focus more on education rather than making money. In the beginning, I can guarantee that you will not make money, but if you can not lose money, okay, this is where you will be trading. You will become a trader. Okay, keep in mind, if you don't lose money, then you are great. So this is where use a smaller account, use a demo account, learn risk management, learn lot size calculation, and take a lot of trades so that you can understand, focus on market structure, liquidity, and price action. And if you want to expand your education, know more about trading, also we have a program that where we have a strategy specific premium. As you can see, this is the Usdjpy trade that we are currently running, which is in a good profit, 2 times profit target on this one. We send exact entry, stop loss, and take profit to the students. And also there is another one running with Eurusd, which is also running in profit now. This one also running, and we closed 2 gold trade yesterday, both one from here, one from there. And as I mentioned, as you can see, gold now reversing back, which is just needed. Let it drop to the support level. Okay, we might see a massive drop suddenly because it needs a pullback. So once it will come to the zone where it will come for a pullback, you can see now massively dropping. So once it will come to the pullback area, we will be looking for potential buying opportunity. You see gold does sometimes massive drop is happening. You see there's a lot of liquidity here, so it's grabbing the liquidity now. Okay, so it is important that you always so it looks like that it's grabbing a massive liquidity now from the bottom. you can see massive liquidity here, because there's a lot of stop loss here. The people who bought, you know, they are now taking all of them. So gold does this. Sometimes you see that it sometimes drop massively. So from the daily we see that, you know, it is not impossible to see that even coming to the support again and then going up. Okay. Gold is like that. So any kind of pullback, and then if we see that the price has formed a very strong bullish market structure, will go long. I think that you see this channel that I have drawn, there is one here. Okay, so we'll be waiting for a pullback. Let it drop. We see that massive drop is coming. So okay, so I'll keep watching, guys. I'm still bullish on gold until I see again bullish market structure has started. I'll be keep watching, and we see that AUD USD now, as I mentioned, that I'm bullish means doesn't mean that I'll, you know, buy blindly. I will be waiting for an entry, and if I see that gold in fact reverse from here dramatically, why not should we look for sell? So that's why price action is the key. You see the market grab liquidity from here, liquidity from here. Now it has come to a zone on a support. So anytime I'm finding an entry, I'll be in the whole New York session until the end of the New York session. Any trade coming up in any pairs, I'll straight send to the BIP group. If you really want to be on it, trade with us, learn our strategies. Also, you can join us, and we do open live trade as well. As you have seen yesterday, we open gold trade, which is almost 2 times profit. We got it, but you know, in the live session also we need to see the trade, because I don't want to open a trade and then, you know, which is not in my strategy. And then so it's patience is the key. So let's see how it is doing. Patience is the key in trading, keep in mind. So with that said, I'm gonna end this session, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Make sure that you check out all the link in the description, and if you are looking for a regulated broker, also link in the description area for Ever Trade. You can join Ever Trade using our link. Using our link, you will be entitled to have a good bonus. So you see that gold is causing a long wick candle on the 15 minutes. If I see that, let's say this is a strong liquidity grab and any kind of bullish opportunity, I will take it. But I think gold might be coming for a deeper pullback. Okay, so we'll be on it. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Tomorrow again twice, and NFP coming, as you know that, and I invite you to join, because NFP is a big event. So today we are on Thursday, tomorrow and then after tomorrow is NFP. So make sure you stick till the channel, and don't hesitate to ask me any question you have. So we'll keep up to date, guys. Stick. Also make sure you watch all the content in the channel. If you have any question, ask me in the comment section. Thank you. I'll see you.